In this section, we're going to implement user authentication using JSON web tokens, and we're also going to add session management. So first, let's start off by generating JSON web tokens. So first, let's install a package that can allow us to generate tokens. So run npm install JSON web token. Then go into your dev server folder and create a new folder called services. And we're going to create a new service for authentication. We'll just call it auth service. And so I'm just going to export a function here called generate JWT. So this function we can use to generate our JSON web tokens in our controllers. So I'll save the token data to a new object. And so this is going to take in the user object. So I'll save the username along with the user's ID. Then let's go ahead and import the JWT library. So import JWT from JSON web token. And so here now we can say return JWT.sign, which is going to create the token. So first we pass in the payload. We can name it whatever we want. I'll say user followed by a secret. So let's go ahead and create one inside of the config file inside of environment. So right below here, we'll just set a new environment variable and we'll call it token secret. And so this needs to be something very unique to your application. So obviously you don't want to make the secret this simple, but for demonstration purposes, this is what I'm going to use. And every token you create is basically going to be signed with this secret. And so you'll need this secret in order to decrypt that token. So you want to make it hard to guess. And so I'll just name this to my production secret, and then I'll just name the other one my development secret. But again, you don't want to use that. You want to come up with something more difficult. And so back in the method, you want to go ahead and paste that in there. Now let's go into our authentication controller. And so here in our index, which is our login method, we want to go ahead and create that token. So let's go ahead and assign a variable for that. And the method was called generate JWT. And then we pass in the user, which we get back from the server call. And then let's go ahead and import the auth service into this file. All right, so that's going to generate a token for us using the user object, and we can return that here in the JSON body. We can just name it token and then return that token. Let's test out to make sure that this token does get returned. So go ahead and open up Postman, and for your API URL, make sure you go to /API/auth, and it's going to be a post method for login. And then I'm just going to go to raw and change this to application JSON. Make sure you have that on your headers as well. And then pass in the username and password that you created in the previous lesson. And then once you hit send there, you should get a token back right here. And this is our JSON web token.